Hey folks, I just want to thank you guys for 500 subscribers. Yet again, absolutely amazing. I think I've jumped like 18 subscribers since the last video, which is even better. Anyway, I just want to say welcome to the first part 2 of, I guess you could say, like, the new era, because I kind of started a bunch of new what ifs, and this is the first time I've done a part 2. Sorry about the bad upload speed. I've been busy lately, which is not fun. It really isn't, let me tell you. So anyway, I just want to ask you guys to like and subscribe for the power of Deku, because Deku wants you to, and yeah, you should like and subscribe, because I need to hit 750 subs by the end of March, because I've set a like goal for you guys, and I reckon you could hit it, but you know, with this bad upload schedule, you never know. But anyway, let's get more on track and just start with the video. So, where we leaving off? Well, Deku has just been offered one for all, and instantly, with no hesitation, well, I say no hesitation, but yeah, there was no hesitation, but I put hesitation in. You know what I mean? With no hesitation, he said yes, he wants one for all. So, as for what powers this will bring him, we don't know yet, because due to his quirk extreme, how powerful his quirk is in the first place, they don't deem it safe to use. Well, All Might, Toshinori, and Gran Torino, whoever knows about the quirk, does not deem it safe for Deku to use one for all yet. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna give him the quirk, but they're not gonna let him use one for all yet. So they're just gonna train his body, make sure he's well prepared to handle it. I just did a loud banging noise. Let's go. Anyway, so the first way they do that is first of all by just basic body training. So this will be stuff like lifting weights, but of course this will be more extreme than in the canon. This is because Deku is already pretty in shape. The reason he's more in shape than he would usually be is because he's kind of been given more hope than he was originally, because no one's doubting him because he's quirkless, and people are actually calling him cool nicknames like the Demon Hero, or the Good Demon, or um the Light of Hope, because everyone who's met him is scared of his power, but knows he's a nice guy. So, anyway, we're gonna jump into the first day of UA. So Deku right now possesses one for all, but can't use it, and he possesses his Godflame quirk. He can use that. Just to get a little power range here, he can just slightly hit in when it comes to power, pure power, he can hit invisible flame, which is it's when his flame gets so hot that it's not really visible. It still is visible, but it goes that blue color, which makes it hard to see. Um, this he can just get there, but A, it takes a lot of energy, and B, he doesn't have much control over it. If he's like, if he, but that could also kill a person if it's not careful. It's pretty powerful. As for normal flames, he has complete control over them, and he can actually like make it into things. So he could, if he was skilled enough at lowering the temperature, he could turn it into a key. But because of the temperature issues, he won't be able to turn it into a key, because if he lowered the temperature that much, the fire wouldn't. Basically, it would break the lock. But that's how precise he could be. He could make it into a key and unlock something if the lock was really powerful metal. Or he could make like swords with his flames. This, of course, does work, but if it goes into invisible flames, he's a bit more lost control, like Endeavor when he's using Prominence Burn. Anyway, we're gonna get into the story. So Deku, more confidently, is walking into UA. This is when he's then he's then looking for his room. He's like, class 1B, class 1C, class 1A. There I am. He then enters class 1A, confused by the size of the doors. Then he remembers how buff All Might gets and starts to recognize that, oh, maybe it's good these doors are big. And then that's when he flashes back to remembering the fight of Gigantamax, the one who has the giant ability. What's her name? Mount Lady. Yeah, there we go. Then he has a flashback to the fight he saw with Mount Lady and saw how her quirk works and realised that quirks just work in different ways, so it's pretty reasonable that this door is that size. Anyway, so then he jumps into the class and he's instantly greeted by the short-haired girl he managed to save earlier, and she just congratulates him on his power and congratulates him on getting in. That is when he's then broken up by Ida, who then tells him to go sit down, and Bakugo then breaks up the whole conversation, telling Ida to basically stop being a goody two-shoes. This is then when the conversation is yet again broken up by Eraserhead or Aizawa. I don't know what to call him, so I'm gonna call him Aizawa right now, and that's because I feel like I'm gonna call him Eraserhead, and then when I feel like the students have got familiarity with him, I'm gonna call him Aizawa, because why not? It adds more depth to the story. Anyway, so Eraserhead breaks up the conversation and actually tells everybody to sit down. That's when he welcomes them to UA in a blunt and monotone tone. After he has greeted everybody, he then immediately starts to get straight into business, telling them what they're going to do today. This confuses multiple people, and one student voices their confusion by asking, when will we be going to orientation? This was a short-haired girl that saved Deku earlier, so Deku was extra listening due to her being so nice to him and being a friend, and also mainly with the curiosity of about missing what's it called, orientation. That is when Aizawa says, do you think heroes have time for orientation? And we're gonna do a little skip into the exam. So Aizawa starts with saying we're going to be doing a physical exam, physical aptitude exam. You are allowed to use your quirks now. Since Deku got first place, he will throw the ball. Deku uses God Flames, but he understands that his God Flames will absolutely annihilate the ball. So what he actually does is he uses God Flames in his fingertips and the whole of his arm, but the other side, opposite to the ball, to use it as a kind of rocket launcher. This works. His arm is then basically turned into a rocket launcher, and he uses weak flames to work as a kind of booster pad on top of this. His arm goes so quick that it basically just flies up in the sky, and he hits just about 100 more Bakugo hits in the cannon. That's when the rest of the tests go the same. So for the running test, he uses fire to basically boost him. A bit like Natsu does in Fairy Tail. What he does, he uses his hands as kind of rocket launchers behind him, and uses it as fire to blast him forward. Just taking a drink. Sorry, I'm just sipping coffee, you know. In fact, how about within the 5 seconds I'm sipping coffee right now and figuring out the story, you like and subscribe, because that'll help me out a bunch. Thank you. See, the thing is, as soon as I've hit 500 subscribers, I've just gone. My cockiness has gone through the roof. I'm basically as cocky as Bakugo at this point. I'm sorry, Bakugo fans. He's one of my favourite characters, but you gotta say he's a little cocky, isn't he? And that's what we all love about him. Anyway, let's get back onto the story. So, for the running speed thing, for the speed test, he puts his arms behind him and basically blasts to speed him up. This does speed him up, but to about a couple like a second off Ida, which is still pretty fast. The next is a jumping test. He just used flames to boost him either side, and this all together with all the other tests using flames in the ways he can, he actually becomes first place with him doing the best in the throw, or except from Uraka, but basically second best or the best on all the other tests, which is pretty good. But this does lead Mineta in dead last, so this is where the issue is. Do I take him out of the series or do I not? I am tempted to do both, but I'm gonna let you guys decide. So the reason is Mineta, he could be taken out because, you know, he didn't add much to the story other than a bit of fan service, which, I mean, if you like, there's not much I can do with that anyway. As for excuses either way, he can not be accepted because Aizawa's sticking to his word and he doesn't see any potential in Mineta, or B, he could see potential in Mineta. So I'm gonna let you guys decide. I'm sorry this video is kind of short, but I'll try and get more out. Anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day. But yeah, remember to do the poll, and remember to just tell me in the comments what you think I should do. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.